Hey everyone, welcome back. I hope you are all having a wonderful day. So today is a requested video. I wasn't planning to film today, and this is kind of like a vlog style video. It's not like a favorites or a haul or anything like that. As you saw in the title, this is kind of my tips and tricks for going on a cruise. So I recently went on a 6-day cruise with my husband. We vlogged all of it. We have 4 vlogs up, so I will link all of those below, but a bunch of you guys requested for me to do some type of video kind of answering questions about it, or you know, some tips that I learned. It was my first cruise, so I wanted to do that. I figured that would be kind of helpful, especially because it's summertime, it's vacation season, so a lot of people are going on vacation. And if you're like me and you've never been on a cruise, it's kind of overwhelming, and honestly, it's kind of scary. So I wanted to kind of tell you about it, and like I said, if you want to know more info, if you want to see our actual cruise ship, we did the Carnival Triumph cruise, the Caribbean cruise. We went to Progreso, Mexico, and Cozumel, Mexico. So if you want to see more details, I will link the vlogs below. But let's go ahead and get started. And I have a full list of things that I wanted to be sure and tell you guys. The first question that I get from every single person almost is about being seasick. And I am going to tell you this. I wish my husband wasn't at work right now because he could verify this. I have motion sickness worse than anyone that I've ever met in my whole life. I legitimately get car sick just going like 10 miles from home. I have actually had to pull over and like get sick on the highway hundreds of times, honestly. And just driving down the highway. We have a boat. I get sick, you know, motion sick on the boat, just a regular fish and ski boat. I mean, I can't ride the Ferris wheel because I get motion sick. Like, I have it really, really bad. So I wanted to talk to you guys about that. I was super nervous about it. I went and got Dramamine, and I took it as I boarded the ship, and I never felt nauseous. Now, there was one time, okay, when people say you can't feel the ship moving, I could feel it moving when we went in and out of port, but it doesn't like rock or go back and forth or make your stomach move around like if you were in a car or an airplane or a smaller boat. You can feel it moving, but it's not like to where you would get sick from it. So I only took the Dramamine the first day. I didn't have to take it, and that is huge for me because I have to take Dramamine on car rides a lot of the time. So, and I even have a prescription medication for nausea and dizziness, like that I got from my doctor, because sometimes Dramamine doesn't even work for me, and I didn't have to take anything like that. So I wanted to let you guys know that up front. You know, everybody told me I wouldn't get sick, but I had to see it for myself. But like I said, you can definitely feel it moving sometimes. And I was talking to one of my girlfriends about it, and she was like, even when you were vlogging, you know, and the vlogging camera is making me nauseous. If I'm vlogging on land, it's shaking too, because you're holding it with your hand, and most of the time you're walking or you're breathing and the camera shakes. So when you're vlogging, yeah, it can make me sick too to watch vlogs, you know? Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. I wanted to talk about what I think that you should pack. Now, I packed an entire makeup bag. I did a travel makeup bag, you know, and I uploaded it the day before I left. I packed way too much stuff as far as makeup goes. I'm not someone who gets up and does my makeup every day. I definitely, if I could do it again, I would pack sunscreen, obviously, a BB or a CC cream, and waterproof mascara and lip balm. Tons of lip balm. I at least, you know, I would take like 3 lip balms just in case you misplace it or leave it at the pool or can't find it, because your lips do get super dry. And of course, skincare. As far as all the other makeup, I really didn't wear makeup on the trip that much. If you want to look back on the vlogs, you can see I'm not even wearing makeup most days. So I wanted to talk about that. You can take up to 24 bottles, or I think it's 20 ounce 20-ounce bottles of water and or soft drinks. I believe though they are changing, for at least Carnival Cruise Line, they're changing that rule in July. So if you are going to book a cruise, you need to verify that. We took 24 bottled waters on the ship, but another thing is you're going to have to expect when you go in to get on the ship, they will check all of your water bottles. I had no idea, but people actually like try to sneak alcohol on the boat. And so if you're bringing water or cold drinks on the boat, expect that you're going to be in line and expect that they're going to inspect those bottles, because I mean, they'll open them and smell them and everything. So just expect that. We did a Caribbean cruise, and so we didn't need a passport. So if you're going to Jamaica or Mexico or, you know, a Caribbean cruise, you probably will only need your birth certificate and a driver's license. Of course, they will take your passport too if you have one. But just in case you don't have one, as long as it is a birth certificate from the state that you live in, that will suffice as kind of your passport. And then you definitely, if you are traveling with a man, even children, if you're planning on going to the elegant night at the dining room, you will want him to take a pair of pants. Even jeans, but they have to be long pants. They can't be shorts. So my husband dresses up every day for work, and he didn't take pants. He was like, I'm not taking pants. We just won't do elegant night. And I was like, that's fine. I'm not worried about that. But we ended up doing it. He wore a golf shirt and, you know, golf shorts. They didn't say anything to him, but the people before us came up to us and they were like, are they going to let y'all go in? And we were like, yeah. And she goes, well, they made my husband go up. My husband and her 2 sons had to go upstairs and put pants on. So I would say save the hassle and just throw in a pair of pants for your husband or your boys. Just if you do want to go to the elegant night. So, but that's only one night in the dining room. So if you don't want to do that, you don't have to pack that. One thing is the dining room food and the buffet food is the same thing. So if you don't want to have a sit down dinner or you don't want to dress up, you can go to the buffet and get the same food. And it's the same thing for breakfast. The buffet breakfast is so busy, but in the dining room, there's nobody hardly there. And it's the same food either way. So just on your preference, you can go to the buffet or you can go to the dining room. Either way, you're gonna get the same food. Okay, the next thing I wanna talk about is cash. As you know, or you probably know, on a cruise ship, you will get a sell and sign card. You will get a card when you get on. They take your picture. It's kind of like your ID. It gets you on and off the ship. It gets you into your room. It pays for your, for anything you get, alcohol, whatever, pictures, whatever you buy on the ship is on that card. You can put cash on the card, or you can put a debit or credit card. We put a debit card on there. And let me just tell you, you need to check it, because it adds up really, really quickly because you're swiping the card all the time. So one thing I wanted to note though is next time we go, we will be taking cash. The casino, you can pay cash or card, but if you use your card, they charge you 3%. So just take cash for the casino. And also we prepaid gratuity, which you can do, but at the end, you might want to leave like your waiter or your stewardess or whoever you really, really liked. You can leave them an extra tip, and you just leave it in an envelope on the bed, you know, leave cash. So take some cash if you're thinking about the casino or tipping extra. And then the day of, I kind of wanted to touch base on that. The day of, I would suggest parking in a parking lot because it's secured, and taking a shuttle. It's really hard to find parking spots close to the ship, and even if you park super close, you still have to walk a long way to the terminal. So the park and shuttle, they drive you right up to the door of the ship, which is really, really nice. So I would say that expect long lines whenever you go to board the ship. That's the only line you'll be in, is to actually board the ship. But it took us a good hour and a half to get through that line. And it's hot. It's really hot in that room because there's so many people. And then, like I said, I already went over, if you're taking water or soft drinks, expect them to be inspected. And then, okay, I wanted to also talk about the food. Everybody talks about food on cruise ships. I wasn't like blown away by the dining room and buffet food. Honestly, it's kind of like cafeteria food, but the burger joint and the taco stand and all the smaller places are amazing. The food is good, but it's nothing to write home about. I want to say though that the room service is included. It's all the food you could ever want to eat on your cruise is included, including room service. The only thing is, on the Carnival cruise ships, room service is only cold foods. So you can't order pizza or you can't order fried chicken down, in room service. It's cereal and sandwiches and bagels and stuff like that. So keep that in mind. All the tea, all the water, and all the juice and all the coffee you want is included in your price. You can get a drink pass. You can get a soft drink pass per day, and I'm not sure how much that is because we didn't do that, but we did do the alcohol pass, and it's up to 15 alcoholic beverages per day for $50 a person. The trick to that is they make you pay for all the days, except for you don't get it on the days you depart, or arrive. So the 4 days is $200 per person for up to 15 drinks a day. I hope this is making sense. So if you do plan to drink at least 5 drinks, it's worth it to get the drink pass, because the drinks really range about $10 per drink. So as long as you're drinking 5 per day, it's worth it to get the drink pass. And then I wanted to say that they have a kids club. The kids club has activities from 8 in the morning till 1 a.m. Past midnight. So it's really fun, and they're all ages. I think from ages 2 to 18. They're kind of separated. They have such fun stuff. It's not like a typical kids club that you would get at a hotel or something. It is so fun for the kids. Our kids didn't go, but we met couples and we talked to kids that were there, and they had a blast. The last night, they even have a prom for the kids, and so it's so fun. If you plan on taking kids, you will get some quiet alone time with your spouse or your friends or whoever else you go with. And then, oh, another thing is, when you get there, you will have 2 beach towels, so you don't have to worry about packing beach towels. You'll have 2 towels in your room. Be sure and keep up with them, because they charge you $40. Let's say you take your towels down to the swimming pool. If you leave them down there and they're not in your room the next day, they will charge your account $40. So you have to bring them back up to your room. That's something that I didn't really know, but be sure you keep up with your towels for sure. Another thing is, when you get on the ship, they will have a mandatory safety meeting. It is about 15 minutes, and it's really just showing you where you go in case of an emergency. It's showing you how to apply the life vest, and it's showing you where the life boats are that you are to be getting on. So that is mandatory, and that's within the first couple of hours that you get on the ship. The next thing is something that a couple of my friends told me this already, but if you're planning on doing excursions, I would say don't book them through Carnival, because it's a lot more expensive. If you go into the port and you get off of the ship, there's legit 50 people that will take you and do excursions, and a lot of times they do it for close to half of the price. So if you're planning on doing snorkeling or renting a moped or going skydiving or whatever, riding a horse along the beach, all of those things you will be able to do even if you don't book them through Carnival, and you will probably do them for cheaper. So keep that in mind. I want to say that there are things to do all day long. From the time you wake up until the time you go to bed, there are activities every single hour. Things like pool parties, dance parties, hairy chest contests. There's a comedy club, a dance club. There's actually multiple dance clubs. There's a Latino dance club. There's a Hollywood dance club. There's a piano bar. there is a big room where they do the shows, a theater room, and they have all day long, they have like marriage contests and 2 truths and a lie. They have kind of like game show stuff, which is really, really fun. All of this is included. All of the shows are included. So there's always something to do on the cruise ship. And another thing I wanted to mention is they take pictures of you, professional pictures with really good cameras, all the time. At dinner, when you get off of the boat, you feel like, I don't know, a movie star, because the paparazzi is all right there taking pictures. And the next day you go up to the picture store and they're all on the walls, and you find yourself and you can buy the pictures. So that's really cool because they're really good quality pictures and they capture really fun memories. So yeah, be sure and take some pictures while you're there. You don't have to buy them if you don't want to, but it's there for you if you want it. And then another thing, this is kind of funny, they have on your door, they have like a little door hanger, and it says cruising or snoozing. So when you're sleeping or when you're in the room and you don't want to be bothered, put the snoozing one on and no one will come to your door. If you flip it over and it says cruising, that means you're out cruising, you're at the pool, you're doing excursions, you're at the spa, whatever. And if it says cruising, they will come in and clean your room. They clean your room a lot. Like, I feel like they're always cleaning your room. So, and so in the mornings they come and clean and give you fresh towels, etc. And then in the evenings around 5 p.m. they come in and they fold your bed down and they give you fresh towels again. And if you see on our vlogs, they fold the towels like into little polar bears or elephants or fish or whatever. It's really, really cute. So one time we were in the room and it said cruising, and they walked in. So anyways, just be careful because they don't knock. If your thing says you're cruising, they expect you to not be in the room, so keep that in mind. But it was so much fun. Now on the day of that you're arriving into port, when you're coming back to land, it takes a long time to get off the boat. We personally got into Galveston at 8:30 a.m. and we didn't get off the boat until 11 a.m. So it's really cool how they have it organized though, because you're given a zone number. We were the number 18, so we were one of the last people to get off the ship. But you just hang out. The buffet is open. The restaurants are still open. The pools are closed the morning that you arrive. But you can just sit around, hang out, have some coffee, talk to people that you met. That's another thing. You meet so many people on the ship because you're on the ship with the same people the whole time. So you kind of get to know people, and there's no cell phones. There's no computers. There's no tablets. There's no Nintendo DS's. So everybody's just hanging out, talking, having a good time, and relaxing. So I definitely recommend a cruise. I had a very, very good time on the Carnival Triumph. I definitely think that we are going to do it again very, very soon. If I missed something and you've been on a cruise before, tell us in the comments, because I know people watching these might want to know some more good tips or tricks for cruising. And that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed. I will talk to you soon. Bye.